Hello guys, the DB Grinder here, back at it again with another video, and this time we have Francesco Previlidelio with 1,133 rating versus Dark Paladin 70 with 1,345 rating, so it's going to be another high rated DB video, and let's hop right in. And then we're going to see Dark Paladin win the rock, paper, scissors, shoot, so they're going to get to decide if they want to go first or second this match. And then looking at the deck counts, we see 40 versus 40, gotta love to see it. And then they will be deciding to go first. Looking at the opening hands, we have Misk, Baby, Mine, Pill, Storm, so a few going second cards, and then they also have their engine. And then they have Wind, Water, Droplet, Field Spell, and Talon, so they are going to get the combo here. Going to get rid of Water, bring out Meow, gang 1,000, bring out Fire from deck. They forgot to gang the 1,000. How does everyone forget these burning gang effects? They're like, I don't know. I love the burning gang effects. That's like the best part of the deck to me, because like in real life, like with real rules, like when time comes, that's like something really attractive about playing this deck, is that it can go for burn damage, which is something that like other decks can't do. This deck can go for burn damage too with Cowboy. They're going to go for Doodle, get those effects, burn. Hey, there we go. They remember the gang 1,000 now. A little late, but they got it. Bring out the Roxy's, go add the fusion spell. And then activate field spell. That's going to go add Roxy's from deck to hand. And then fusion, it's going to get rid of those two. Bring out Rocket Ride. And then they're going to get those effects. Banish, draw, go ahead and summon. Then Rocket Ride, Tribute to bring out Doodle and bring out Fire. And then get rid of those for a Bow Wow. And then you're going to get the effect to go Dump, bring out Water from deck. And then Doodle, Tribute to add back Pranks and add back Fire from the graveyard. And then activate Pranks, set Fusion, set Droplet. And then end phase, shuffle back 3, get a free draw. Will they draw Hand Trap? Draw Cosmic. That's not bad. If they decide to end up going for like a Mind Pass play, that could be really good. And then draw Dark Ruler. They're going to go ahead and Bow Wow, tribute itself in draw phase to go ahead and add back 2. And then main phase, go ahead and Storm. They're going to chain the fusion spell, getting rid of 2, go for Weather Washer. And then those all get wiped. And then they're going to get those effects. Then they're going to use Chainlink 3 Weather Washer, getting rid of Meow as cost to summon back. And then go ahead and summon from deck. That's a lot of summons. I love it when I see like someone get nibbed on their opponent's turn. I think that's really cool. Obviously, like if they had nib, they would have tried doing it the turn before. But they're going to go ahead and mine, and then Misk effect. Yeah, they're just using this to block off hand traps. They're definitely not sitting on this here. They should just have a game right here. Banish Misk, bring out Arch. Arch effect, destroy Baby, go add Pill. And then Baby effect, bring out Ovi. And then Ovi effect, go add Pet. Then normal summon Pet, Ovi destroy Pet, bring out Baby. And then Pet effect is going to bring out Misk. And then get rid of Arch for Link Karibo, and then get rid of those 2 for Pentastag, and then Overlay for number 60, and then Pill to bring out Conductor, and then double its attack with the XYZ effect. Now it's 7,000 attack, it does piercing. These can't be destroyed by battles, so they can just poke game. Pretty nice. We obviously saw that there was no hand traps in the opponent's hand, but Mystic Mine would have also helped out playing around that kind of stuff. But now moving on to game 2, we're going to see Prank Kids choose to go first. Opening hands is Fossil Dig, OV, Gamma, Baby, Lost World. So they do have a hand trap going second, and then they also have like Misk, OV, Lost World, Baby. So they should be able to do stuff on their turn. Drew a lot of the good engine stuff. And then they have Called By. Ooh, Called By is really good versus Misk. And then Talons, Cosmic, Field Spell, Pranks. And then they're going to go Field Spell, go grab Water from deck to hand. And then Normal Summon, bring out Meow. And then Water Effect, they're going to chain Gamma. I've seen a lot of people hold Gamma against Prank Kids because they always Bow Wow effect on draw phase, and then that's like a free Gamma on board. So I think that might just be like the better play. Because, I mean, you get to like stop the Bow Wow, you get to summon those out. You could honestly start playing like a Synchro 8 if they don't already. I know a lot of lists don't. Because like they're playing like the Shadal stuff in the extra deck now. It's way more tight of an extra deck. But, I don't know. Could there be like a cool Synchro 8 to bring out against this deck? Like if you stop Bow Wow. Because obviously if you stop Bow Wow, they're not going to get the Battle Butler. I don't know. Maybe just like an Omega. Something really simple. Then bring out Driver. Then they're going to go ahead and Talents to draws TC Boo and Fire. And then they're going to activate Pranks, discard Fire, pass out a token, and then turn those into a Doodle Bob. And then you're going to get Field Spell and Doodle, go add Fusion. And then Doodle effect Tribute to add back Fire and add back Water from the grave. And then they're going to go ahead and set TC Boo, called by Cosmic, and then pass turn. They only have 2 in grave. And then those get banished. And then draw Ash Blossom for turn. Then they're going to activate Lost World. They're thinking on that, but they should definitely just let that go through. No point of Cosmicing there. Then normal summon Ovi. And then they're going to go ahead and use Ovi 1, Lost World 2, Cosmic Chainlink 3. And then they're going to go ahead and add Misk. And then Misk hand effect. And then they're going to go ahead and flip TC Boo there on that effect. Yeah, like what are you going to do to this? Like the thing about Dinos that's like really good at like the going second stuff. Kind of like Prank Kids. Like they have a lot of room for like going second stuff, which is like good for the deck obviously. I still don't think either of these decks are that great. That's just my opinion. That's because like, you know, we were always main decking Ash, Gamma, side decking Meister. You could also side deck like the C card is becoming more popular. That card's pretty good versus Prank Kids. They just normal summon and you pass them a C. And then the C card's also nice versus like Tri Brigade because they're locked into using like Beasts and Beast Warriors and stuff. So they can just pass it over to them and then they can't do anything. Then poke for 18. Then pass turn, draw Desires. Then they're going to normal summon Water, go into Meow. And then they're going to get... Oh yeah, they can't Ash because they're using Field Spell Chainlink 2. So good to know though. Then they're going to Gang 1,000, bring out Fire from deck. And then go ahead and turn those into a Doodle Bob. And then you're going to get those effects. They're going to go ahead and bring out Roxy's and then go add Fusion Spell. And then activate Desires, banishing 10. And then we get to see what's in the deck. So Skill Drain, this card's really good versus Dinos because Mist doesn't protect versus this. TC Boo, Judgment, just like look at those all in a row. Judgment. And then they're going to draw Desires and Ash. Oh, actually they're going to Ash the Desires, so they're not drawing those. And then Doodle Attack. Oh, so they asked me, like, do you want to shuffle? What you're supposed to do is, like, show the cards and put them back without shuffling. But a lot of people are just like, oh, whatever, just randomize the deck. And then main phase 2, Doodle, add back Fire and add back Water from the graveyard. Then activate Fusion. It's going to go ahead and bring out Rocket Ride. And then they're going to get those effects. Banish, draw, summon. And then, oh, actually going to summon out the Water instead. Fair enough. And then Rocket Ride effect. That's going to bring out Doodle and Roxy's. Yeah, they didn't want to bring out the Wind because then they can't bring this back out because they're both Thunders. And then Doodle effect, add back Fusion and add back Fire from the graveyard. And then turn those into a Bow Wow. And then set Fusion, end phase Pranks. It's going to go ahead and shuffle back 3. And then draw into Ash Blossom. And then pass turn. That's a lot of Pranks. Draw Baby. Yeah, that's not very good. Said Bow Wow effect. Oops, can't. Wow. Yeah, like they had more. Like they shuffled them back there, right? So that was just like a mistake on their part. But said sick TC Boo. Yeah, the card is pretty dumb. But now moving on to game 3, we're gonna see Dinos choose to go first. They're gonna most likely try to go for like some artifact plays because that just shuts them out of extra deck. Opening hand is Baby, Oviraptor, Lost World Driver, Lost World, so that's nice. Then they have Fire, Ash, Roxy's, Called By, and TC Boo. Then they're going to activate Lost World, normal summon Ovi, use those effects. Then that's going to go add Misk. Then Misk effect, Lost World, or Ovi, target, Lost World. Yeah, this is pretty good for them to open, like Ovi, Lost World. That's really like how they play through a hand trap. Otherwise, like, no, Ash just kind of beats them, like one card. Then they're going to Ash the Baby effect, because if they don't, then that's going to be Dolka. And then Misk, that's going to bring out Arch. And then Arch effect, destroy Baby, go add Pill. Said screw Dino, such a sack deck. I mean, this deck's kind of the same way though. Like if you Ash them, then like they have to have like a good follow up, or they're not really doing like too much. I guess like if you have like Pranks, discard a Pranks monster, then like you're still like in the running because you get to add like a fusion spell, and then you have 2 monsters to go for Weather Washer with. But I don't know. Neither of these decks seem that great to me. I mean, Dragon Link plays through Ash every single time, pretty much. These decks sometimes just don't play through Ash. Dragon Link plays through hand traps better. This deck can play through a board better than Dragon Link at sometimes, but like this deck obviously like pushes through a board better than like Dragon Link most of the time. It's like a going second deck. Obviously, if it can't push through a board and it chooses to go second, then it's really, 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 really bad. I think Dragon Link is just like extremely good at going first. It's good at going second. It has all solid matchups like all around. I guess like Shaddoll would be like the hardest, but even then, like it's not like too hard to beat. You do have cards to beat that deck, but I don't know. Everyone always dislikes it when I'm like, "Oh, Dragon's best deck." It's like, I mean, it is. The deck is definitely very solid. Baby, bring out Misk, and then they're gonna go ahead and link Karibo, and then turn that into a Secure Gardener, and then activate Pill, banish, bring out Conductor from the deck, and then overlay those into a Dweller, and then pass turn, draw Pranks, and then they're going to go ahead and use the Dweller effect here. Said misclick, so they were trying to detach Misk there. And then normal summon out Roxy's, turn that into a Meow, and then activate Pranks. They're going to go ahead and discard Fire, bring out a token, and then turn those into a Doodle. And then they're going to get Doodle effect. They go ahead and add Fusion from deck to hand. And then Battle Phase, attack Dweller. No damage because of Secure Garden. Yeah, they just forgot that. And then Doodle effect, that's going to tribute to add back Fire and add back Roxy's from the grave. And then set 3, Called By Fusion TC Boo. And then pass turn, draw Sanctum. So they are like on the site stuff. That stuff definitely seems pretty good in this deck. Most people will probably be on it if they play Dino. Then they're going to go ahead and Misk effect. And then they're going to chain TC Boo. So yeah. And then Secure Gardener, attack. And then they're going to go ahead and Conductor, attack directly. So I'm going to play a couple matches in GOAT format after this. Fair enough. And then set Sanctum, set Impermanence, better. Then in the main phase, they're going to go ahead and Fusion, bring out Weather Washer, and then they're going to get those effects. summon back, burn. Then they're going to pass turn, draw fires, so they are going to just draw phase, go Sanctum, or standby phase, bring out Scythe, and then, no extra deck. Said way better than Imperm, for sure. Sanctum's stupid. I remember I played this engine like at a regionals when I was playing like Cyber Dragon Orcus. I saw other people do good with this, so I was like, alright, let me go practice with this stuff. Me and my buddy both played the same deck, and we would have done so good that regionals. Like, that deck was so good, but we couldn't find the Cyber Dragon Trap card, so we both only played one of it, and we had Trap Tricks to go for Sanctum, but that's it. So our deck was just really bad because we didn't have every card for it, and it sucked. I lost to a Guru player who didn't even have a side deck because it was like round like 4-2. It was like round 4, and they just didn't even have a side deck. They were just like main decking all the stuff that already beat me, and I was like, wow. I don't have like the second Cyber Dragon trap that just boom, trap trick, GG's. Definitely sucked. Then they're going to go battle phase, attack Secure Gardener. Hey, they remember it this time. Main phase 2 doodle effect. That's going to go ahead and add back Fusion and add back Roxy's from the graveyard. Then set Fusion pass, draw Terraforming. We do know that they play Mine in their deck. They're going to go ahead and Conductor, attack over Fire. Then Conductor, attack Weather Washer. They're going to go ahead and Weather Washer, bring out Doodle and Fire. But that doesn't, yeah. So I still lose. Yeah, top deck Sanctum too good, of course. That was definitely a weird match, for sure. I've had a lot of people be like, oh, DB Grinder, you said this deck's not very good, and then it gets second place at LCS. And I mean, I still don't think the deck's very good. The reason I don't think the deck is good is because I'm already prepared for decks like this. Like back when I said Zoo Eldritch was bad, it's because I was already prepared for decks like that. You can't just hyper focus like on Dragon Link and Shaddoll and expect to do well in an event, because you're going to play against other decks. That's just how the game is. The game is very diverse. You're not just going to play against the same deck over and over and over again. You may play against it a lot, but it's not the only deck you're going to play versus. That's why, like, in my stream on Friday, like the day before the LCS, I was telling people, like, if you're playing Dragons, you can main deck, like, Ash, Gamma, and you can even, like, side deck Meister, and, like, that is very good versus both of these decks. Well, not Gamma, because, Dino chooses to go second, and then Gamma doesn't really do too much. Game 1 at least. But Game 2 and 3, the Dino players choose to go first, that way they can go for the artifact stuff. And then Gamma is really good when they do that. Obviously Gamma's pretty good against every deck going second, but I don't know, I think this deck was kind of just like not like overhyped. It was definitely a really good choice for the LCS because like nobody was side decking Meister except for Herman. Like out of the 24 deck list, one person was side decking Meister. Blew my mind. I don't know. Just people were not ready for Dino. Or it seems like people weren't even prepared for Prank Kids. I don't know. It kind of seemed obvious to me that these decks, not Dino so much, but it seemed very obvious that Prank Kid was going to be very popular. I didn't think Dino was going to be really popular. Wasn't really like too popular, but did get second place. You should be prepared for it. Hopefully you are now. Again, like Ash, Meister, very good versus decks like this. Gamma, if you are like playing Dragons, because obviously they want to go first versus you, because your deck goes burr in big combos and makes it rough for them. But has Dragons for you. I still think Dragons are best deck. They did win the LCS. I don't know why people are saying, oh, Dino didn't win the LCS, or why Dragon Link didn't win the LCS. Like, Dragon Link did win the LCS. There's two Prank Kids in a Dragon Link. Like, Dragons won. I mean, Prank Kids obviously won too, but that's like the wonders of a 3v3 tournament. You could have 3 different decks win that tournament. But yeah, Dragon Link for sure did well. Dino did very well. You should be prepared for this deck. And Prank Kids. I don't know why people were not prepared for Prank Kids. Like, this is a deck. Like, there's a lot of people playing it. It's very consistent at what it does. You know, one normal summon combo. People like that. People like consistency. But see how long the match was. We can see that it was about 32 minutes long. Not bad at all. Pretty quick. But you know, dinos, they definitely make matches go rather quick most of the time. Burr, to like Pentastag and number 60, they kind of end games pretty quick. But with all that being said, the DB Grinders signing off. Peace. Have a nice day.